Welcome to the Nightclub, guys. It's your host, the Night Wrencher. Now, this will be the first installment of Mopar Monday, since I do seem to have a couple of them laying around my property. The focus of this series is going to be mainly going through the different Mopars that I have and actually bringing them back to a driver quality. So I've got this 1991 Jeep XJ, I got the 72 Dodge W100, and I've got the star of the show, which is actually this 1973 Dodge Charger SE. I've owned this car for almost 20 years, and within those 20 years I've done very little, if anything at all, to this vehicle. Within that time frame, we did give it kind of like a little Mickey Mouse paint job. We found some parts, interior parts, exterior parts for it, but we never got around to actually working on it. This is the interior of the car. As you guys can see, the interior is not in the best of shape, although it's not terrible. It's not in the best of shape. It could use a little bit of work, such as the console, the MSD6AL that I have over there. The dash is actually in pretty good shape because we did end up redoing that a long time ago, and that glass that's up in the front is also a new unit as well. This car originally came equipped with a 400 big block, which is like the smaller big block, and as of right now it actually has a 361, which when the 400 died, my dad went to the junkyard, thought he picked up a 383. It ended up being a 361. So this is actually the smallest Mopar big block you can actually get, and they made them for quite a long time, but they're not very popular engines because they have the dimensions of a 400 with the displacement of a 5.9, so it's really not that of a desirable engine, but I will be working on this for now. Behind this engine, you've got a 727 automatic transmission. That one I did have rebuilt a couple years back, but I haven't put more than maybe 2 or 3 miles on it since the rebuild. The differential in the back is a Mopar 8 3/4, and the front suspension is a factory front suspension. As you guys know, in 72 or 73 they changed the front K-members to make it these beefy looking suspension parts, but I probably will be switching that out for more of a tubular suspension, older style, just as strong as the newer stuff, but a little bit more modern and lighter. The back differential, I might keep it the way it is and just do a disc swap, maybe re-gear it depending on how well it drives on the road. It is sitting on a couple of airbag shocks in the back, but I'm sure they're probably either blown out or completely leaked. We installed those probably 15 years ago. My dad actually installed this scoop. It's actually not functional. There's no holes inside the hood or anything, and when they did the primer paint job on it, they just kind of riveted it on and used a little bit of Bondo to hide the seams. But I might decide to get it functional, but I might not. It just all depends. I might actually replace the hood with the fiberglass unit in general, but I still don't know yet. Since this is the SE trim, it's got all these fancy pieces of chrome and steel everywhere. The SE emblem on the front, it had SE badges on the sides right here. It doesn't have roll down rear windows, which is fine, I don't really care. And it has these louvers that I do have, but I wanted to keep them away from the sun, so I put them inside the vehicle instead, keep them safe while we decide what we're going to do with it. I don't ever plan on selling this, but getting around to it is always part of the problem in terms of getting this back up to speed. We've got a staggered wheel fitment going on. We've got a 15x8 in the front and a 15x10 in the back. These front wheels are 245/60/15, and these back wheels are 275/60/15. Overall, the car is in fairly decent shape, and it just takes a little bit of elbow grease to get it back to the way we need it to, so we can actually get this thing going and back on the road. The question is always time and money, which I'm going to try to assimilate a little bit. So for the next couple weeks, I'm going to be putting a little bit of effort for this car. Hopefully you guys enjoy the videos that come out. I'll see you guys on the next one. Night Wrencher out.